Your enemies are burying your name right now, in scraps of paper, in dark rituals, in thoughts laced with envy and hatred. And you feel it, don't you? That strange sensation that something is working against you, that unseen forces are sabotaging your plans, that people are rooting for your failure. It's not paranoia, it's spiritual reality. But today you'll learn to turn the tables, because Kathryn Kuhlman discovered something that can change everything in your life. Something connected to the 4th of July. Something that transforms your greatest enemies into your greatest allies in just 21 days. And it all starts with a hole in the ground. Have you ever felt that inexplicable weight on your shoulders? That feeling that someone is talking about you behind your back? That certainty that people are working against you? Don't ignore it. Your spirit is picking up real frequencies. Because while you sleep, while you work, while you live your life, there are people projecting negative energy in your direction, consciously or unconsciously. And this energy has power. It has the power to block opportunities, to cause inexplicable problems, to make everything go wrong at the wrong time. Kathryn Kuhlman knew this. She understood that we live in a constant spiritual battlefield. And she discovered that certain dates carry a special power to neutralize spiritual attacks. July 4th is one of those dates. It's called Independence Day, not by accident, because independence isn't just political, it's spiritual. And when you perform the correct ritual on July 4th, when you bury the names of your enemies in the way I'm going to teach you, something powerful happens in the invisible world. Chains are broken, attacks are reversed, and those who attacked you begin to protect you. But let me tell you about Amanda. Amanda came to me 2 years ago, completely desperate. She had just lost her 3rd job in 6 months, always for strange reasons, always because of conflicts with colleagues, always because of situations that seemed orchestrated against her. It's like I'm a magnet for envious people, she told me. And she was right, because Amanda had something that sparked envy, natural beauty, intelligence, charisma, and envious people. Envious people do more than just gossip. They project. They send thoughts laden with negativity. They wish for your failure. And these wishes become spiritual forces. That's when I taught her Kathryn Kuhlman's ritual. It was the eve of July 4th. Perfect timing. Amanda wrote the name of each person she considered her enemy on separate pieces of paper, mixed them with salt and honey, and buried everything in her garden, exactly as I'm going to teach you. In 21 days, she called me, astounded. All the people who had attacked her, all of them, had completely changed their attitude. A colleague who always sabotaged her work began to praise her publicly. A former boss who had unfairly fired her called her, offering her a better position. A gossipy neighbor who spread lies about her knocked on her door, apologizing. It was as if an invisible force had rewritten the hearts of these people. But how? How can something so simple have so much power? The answer lies in spiritual alchemy. When you bury someone's name mixed with salt and honey, you are creating an energetic transmutation. The salt purifies the negative energy that person sent your way. The honey transforms that purified energy into sweetness. And the earth is the battlefield where this spiritual battle takes place. When you bury these elements on the right date, you are literally planting a new reality. But it has to be on July 4th, and I'll explain why. Collective liberation dates create powerful energy waves. When millions of people celebrate independence, when millions vibrate at the frequency of freedom, this generates a spiritual magnetic field. And when you perform your personal ritual within that field, when you declare your own spiritual independence, the power multiplies exponentially. It's like surfing a giant wave instead of swimming against the current. Collective energy amplifies your individual intention. And Kathryn Kuhlman discovered this after years of observing when her rituals worked best. Always on dates of collective significance. Always when humanity vibrated together in a specific intention. Independence, freedom, liberation. But let me tell you what really happens when someone attacks you spiritually. Every time a person thinks of you with envy, with anger, with a desire to harm you, they are sending energetic darts in your direction. These darts stick to your aura. They accumulate. They create a layer of heavy energy around you. And this layer attracts problems. It attracts conflicts. It attracts everything you don't want. That's why some people seem like magnets for trouble. It's not bad luck. It's an accumulation of negative energy projected by others. Have you ever had those days when everything goes wrong? When it seems like the universe is conspiring against you? It was probably right after someone got really envious of you, or really angry, or intensely wished for your failure. Because intense emotions generate powerful, energetic projections. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, if you don't know how to neutralize these projections, you will suffer the consequences. But when you perform the burial ritual on July 4th, when you use the power of the sacred date, you don't just protect yourself, you reverse the process. All the negative energy that was sent to you returns to the sender, but transformed. Instead of reaching you as darts of hatred, they return as waves of love. And the person who attacked you, that person suddenly feels an inexplicable need to help you. Not because they consciously decided to, but because the energy they themselves created was alchemically transformed and returned to them. It's perfect cosmic justice, and it works with any kind of enemy. Abusive bosses, envious colleagues, gossipy neighbors, vengeful ex-partners, toxic family members. No matter how powerful they are in the physical world, in the spiritual world you have more powerful tools. But you need to know how to use them correctly, and you need to have the courage to use them, because dealing with spiritual forces requires responsibility. You can't use this power to attack innocent people. You can't use it to manipulate or harm. You can only use it to defend yourself, to neutralize attacks, to create peace where there is war. And when you use it with this pure intention, when you use it to restore harmony, the universe conspires in your favor. Let me tell you about the specific power of July 4th. In 1726, it wasn't just a nation that gained its freedom. It was a liberation energy that spread across the globe. That energy still pulses every July 4th. It's an energy that shatters chains, that topples tyrants, that liberates the oppressed. And when you tap into this energy with your personal ritual, when you declare your independence from all who attack you spiritually, something powerful echoes through the unseen realms. It's like shouting to the universe, "I am free, and no one has power over me." And the universe answers. But it has to be done exactly as I'll teach you, because details matter when you're dealing with cosmic forces. The complete ritual. 3 days before July 4th, begin your preparation. Take sheets of white paper, one for each person you consider an enemy or opponent. This could be someone who speaks ill of you, someone who envies you, someone who sabotages your plans, someone who projects negative energy your way. Write the full name of each person on a separate piece of paper. Use a black pen. And beneath the name, write, "May all the negative energy you sent my way return transformed into love and protection." Don't write this with anger. Write it with compassion, because you're not attacking these people. You are healing the situation. After writing all the names, keep the papers in a sacred place. It could be a special drawer. It could be on a makeshift altar. During these 3 days, every time you remember these people, send them thoughts of forgiveness. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free from the weight of resentment. On the eve of July 4th, prepare the other elements. You'll need coarse salt. Salt represents purification. It represents the neutralization of all negative energy. And you'll need honey. Honey represents transmutation. It represents the transformation of bitterness into sweetness. Mix a spoonful of salt with a spoonful of honey. Stir until you form a paste. This paste is the spiritual alchemy that will transform energy of attack into energy of protection. On the morning of July 4th, wake up before sunrise. You'll need a place in the earth where you can dig. It could be your garden. It could be a pot of soil. It could be in a park. The important thing is that it's real earth. Earth that's connected to the energy of the earth. Dig a hole. It doesn't need to be deep. The size of your palm is sufficient. As you dig, visualize each enemy. See that person's face clearly and mentally say to each one, I release you. I release myself. May there be peace between us. After digging the hole, take the first piece of paper with a name. Place a small portion of the salt and honey paste on the name. Fold the paper and place it in the hole. Repeat this with all the papers, all the names, all the people. When you're finished, cover everything with earth. And as you cover it, say these words. On Independence Day, I declare my spiritual freedom. May every force that works against me be transformed into a force that works in my favor. May my enemies become my allies. May war be transformed into peace. So it is. So it shall be. After covering it completely, place your hands on the earth. Feel the energy pulsing beneath your palms and visualize waves of golden light radiating from that spot to all corners of the world. Visualize these waves touching each person whose name you buried. See these people being enveloped by golden light. See their hearts opening. See their anger dissolving. See love being born where hate once existed. After that, leave the earth in peace. Don't dig to see if the papers are still there. Don't disturb the process. The transformation will happen in the invisible world first. Then it will manifest in the physical world. What to expect in the 21 days. In the first 7 days, you may feel a strange lightness, as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders, as if you can breathe more easily. This is normal. It's the negative energy dissolving. Between the 7th and 14th day, you may begin to notice subtle changes in people's behavior. Someone who always ignored you might greet, Someone who spoke ill of you might stop talking. Someone who created conflicts might become neutral. These are the first signs that the transformation is working. But it's between the 14th and 21st day that the real miracles happen. People who were your enemies may make gestures of peace. They may offer help. They may even apologize. Don't question it when this happens. Just accept it with gratitude. Because what you're seeing is the power of spiritual alchemy in action. It's negative energy being transformed into positive energy. It's war being transformed into peace. It's spiritual independence manifesting in physical reality. But remember, this ritual is not to be used against innocent people. It's only to neutralize those who truly attack you spiritually. And you'll know who these people are. Your heart will tell you. They are the ones who make you feel drained after being with them. They are the ones who always have something negative to say about you. They are the ones you feel are rooting against your success. These are the people whose names should be buried. Because when you neutralize spiritual attacks, when you transform enemies into allies, your entire life changes. Opportunities that were blocked open up. Relationships that were toxic heal. Projects that were sabotaged begin to flow. It's as if the universe can finally work in your favor without interference. And all because you had the courage to declare your spiritual independence All because you used the power of the sacred date. All because you buried your enemies in a way that transforms war into peace. Kathryn Kuhlman knew that true liberation doesn't come from conquering others. It comes from transforming others. It doesn't come from destroying enemies. It comes from converting enemies into allies. And when you do that, when you master this spiritual alchemy, you become truly free. Free to create the life you desire. Free to prosper without sabotage. Free to love without fear. Free to be who you truly are. But let me tell you about what Kathryn Kuhlman discovered about hidden enemies. There are people who attack you spiritually, without you even knowing who they are. People you've never met personally. People who've heard about you and felt envy. People who saw you in a picture and wished you ill. In the spiritual world, distance doesn't matter. Physical proximity doesn't matter. What matters is the intensity of the negative emotion projected. And when you do the July 4th ritual, you neutralize all these attacks, even the ones you didn't even know existed. This was the case with Robert. Robert was a successful businessman, but 2 years ago, his company started experiencing inexplicable problems. Contracts canceled at the last minute, suppliers disappearing without explanation, employees quitting without apparent reason. "It's like someone put a hex on me," he told me. And he wasn't far from the truth. When we investigated energetically, we discovered that a competitor he didn't even know, personally, had been performing shadow rituals against him for months. This competitor had obtained a photo of Robert from a business magazine and was using this photo in business sabotage rituals. Robert didn't even know this man existed, but this man knew Robert, and he hated him. That's when I taught Robert the Kathryn Kuhlman ritual, but with a difference. Since he didn't know the name of the hidden enemy, we wrote, "Every known and unknown enemy working against me." The result was devastating. For the enemies, in 15 days, the competitor attacking Robert had a nervous breakdown and closed his company. Other businessmen who envied Robert started seeking him out, offering partnerships. And Robert had the best quarter of his entire career. Because when you neutralize hidden enemies, you unleash a power you didn't even know was being blocked. And there are many hidden enemies in most people's lives. Co-workers who badmouth you on WhatsApp. Neighbors who complain about you to other neighbors. Distant relatives who envy your success. Ex-partners who still harbor resentment. People on social media who see your photos and feel anger at your happiness. All these attacks accumulate, creating a heavy, energetic cloud around you. And you feel the effects without understanding the cause. Unexplained headaches, constant fatigue, lack of motivation, a feeling that everything is harder than it should be. It's not a coincidence. It's spiritual warfare. But the 4th of July offers a unique opportunity to declare a general armistice, to neutralize all attacks at once, known and unknown, to transform all energy of war into energy of peace. Let me explain why the number 21 is so important in this process. 21 is not a random number. It's a number of spiritual completeness. According to the ancients, 21 days is the time it takes for a new energy to fully establish itself on the physical plane. It's the time it takes for a spiritual intention to manifest materially. It's the time it takes for an energetic transformation to produce visible results. Kathryn Kuhlman observed this in hundreds of cases. Always 21 days, never less, never more. As if there were a cosmic law governing this process. And there is. In the first 7 days after the ritual, the negative energy dissolves. In the second 7 days, neutral energy is established. In the last 7 days, positive energy manifests. It's a process of purification, neutralization, and transformation, and each phase has its specific signs. Days 1 to 7, the dissolution. In the first 7 days, you may feel lighter, but also more sensitive. You may have strange dreams. You may feel presences. You may have insights about people who were attacking you. Don't be alarmed. It's normal. It's your energy cleansing itself. It's the layers of negativity being removed. You may discover who your hidden enemies were. You may understand situations that never made sense. You may even feel like confronting these people. Don't do it. Let the spiritual process work on its own. During these first 7 days, drink plenty of water. Take baths with coarse salt. Sleep more than usual. Your body is processing profound energetic changes. Days 8 to 14, the neutralization. In the second week, things may become very calm. You may not feel anything special happening. You may doubt if the ritual is working. This is normal. It's the neutralization phase. It's when the energy of conflict is being transformed into neutral energy. People who are attacking you may simply ignore you now. They may stop talking about you. They may forget you exist. This is good. It means their negative obsession with you is being healed. During this phase, continue your life normally. Don't force anything. Don't test anything. Just observe and trust the process. Days 15 to 21, the manifestation. It's in the third week that the real miracles happen. People who are your enemies may make inexplicable gestures of peace. They may seek you out to talk. They may offer help. They may even apologize. Don't question it. Just accept it with gratitude. Because what you are seeing is pure spiritual alchemy. It's energy of hatred being transmuted into energy of love. It's energy of attack being transformed into energy of protection. During this phase, be receptive, be grateful, be compassionate, because the people who attacked you were wounded, and now they are being healed. And when they heal, you also heal. But let me tell you about the more subtle signs that show the ritual is working. Physical signs. Your body will react to the energetic cleansing. You may feel more energy. You may sleep better. You may have more appetite. Your skin may become more beautiful. Your eyes may become brighter. Because when negative energy stops draining you, your natural vitality returns. Emotional signs. You may feel braver, more confident, more optimistic. Fears you've carried for years may simply disappear. You may feel protected by an invisible force, because that's exactly what's happening. Material signs. Opportunities that were blocked may suddenly open up. Money that was stuck may be released. Projects that were stalled may flow. Because when you neutralize energetic sabotage, the natural abundance of life can flow freely. But remember, the 4th of July ritual is not just about defending yourself. It's about transforming the very concept of enemy. Kathryn Kuhlman understood that enemies are teachers in disguise. They force us to develop strength. They teach us to protect ourselves. They show us where we need to grow. And when you neutralize an enemy through spiritual transformation, you don't just remove a threat. You gain an ally. You gain someone who now feels the need to protect you. Because the energy they used to attack you, that same energy now works in your favor. It's a total victory. A victory where everyone wins, where you gain peace, and they gain healing. And let me tell you about the specific power of doing this on American soil. The United States was founded on an energy of liberation. Liberation from oppression. Liberation from tyranny. Liberation from external control. That energy still pulses in American soil, especially on the 4th of July. That's why millions around the world dream of coming to America. It's not just about material opportunities. It's about the energy of freedom that emanates from this land. And when you perform a spiritual liberation ritual on this land, on this date, you're channeling a power built over 250 years of collective intention for freedom. But even if you're not physically in the United States, the ritual works. Because July 4th is now a global date. A date when the energy of liberation pulses across the entire planet. You just need to connect with that energy, to tune into that frequency, and the ritual helps you do just that. Ritual variations for specific situations. If you have enemies at work, perform the ritual near your workplace. If you have enemies in your family, use soil from the backyard of the house where you grew up. If you have enemies on social media, add a printout of their profile picture along with their name. If you have enemies who use magic against you, add garlic along with the salt and honey. The important thing is to adapt the ritual to your specific situation while maintaining the essential elements. What to do after 21 days. After the 21 days are up, don't dig to see if the papers are still there. Leave the earth undisturbed. The work is done. But if new enemies arise, if new people start attacking you spiritually, you can repeat the ritual on the next July 4th, or on other dates of collective liberation, like Juneteenth, International Women's Day, any date when millions celebrate freedom. Because the power isn't just in the date, it's in the collective energy of liberation, and you can use this energy whenever you need it. Important considerations. Never use this ritual to attack innocent people. Never use it to manipulate someone into doing something against their will. Never use it out of revenge or anger. Use it only to neutralize real attacks, to create peace where there is war. Because when you use spiritual power with pure intention, the universe multiplies that power. But when you use it with impure intention, that power turns against you. Kathryn Kuhlman always taught this. Spiritual power without love is destructive, but spiritual power with love is transformative. Use it with love. Use it with compassion. Use it with the desire to heal, not to hurt. And you will see miracles happening in your life because there are no real external enemies. There are only wounded people projecting their wounds onto you. And when you heal those projections, when you transform those wounds into blessings, you are healing the entire world, one person at a time, one buried name at a time, one transformation at a time. July 4th is your day of spiritual independence. Use it. Celebrate it, live it, and allow the energy of liberation that pulses on this date to transform every toxic relationship in your life into a peaceful one. Because you weren't born to be attacked. You were born to be protected. You weren't born to have enemies. You were born to transform enemies into allies. And when you bury the names on July 4th, when you mix salt and honey with pure intention, when you plant seeds of transformation in sacred earth, you are writing a new story. A story where every attack transforms into a blessing. A story where every enemy becomes a friend. A story where you are truly free. The earth that will receive the names of your enemies is not just soil. It's a battlefield where you win your ultimate spiritual independence. And the honey that transforms bitterness into sweetness is not just food. It's alchemy that transforms war into peace forever. In 21 days, you will understand. In 21 days, you will see your enemies surrender. Not out of fear, but out of love, out of transformation, out of miracle. And when that happens, when you see people who hated you trying to help you, when you feel that the energy of attack has transformed into energy of protection, you will understand the true power of spiritual independence. You will understand that real freedom is not the absence of enemies. It's the ability to transform enemies into allies. It's the ability to transform war into peace. It's the ability to transform hatred into love. And on July 4th, the day an entire nation declares its freedom, you too will declare yours. Your freedom from being attacked. Your freedom from being sabotaged. Your freedom from carrying the negative energy of others. And your freedom to live the life you truly deserve. A life where you are protected, not attacked. A life where you are supported, not sabotaged. A life where you are loved, not hated. This is your spiritual independence. And it begins with a hole in the ground, with names on paper, with salt and honey, with the courage to choose transformation over war. In 21 days, you will be free forever.